They are stupid. This is why a narcissist keeps repeating weird things. Are you curious about why narcissists seem to repeat the same behaviors and patterns over and over again? Have you ever wondered what benefits they gain from their robotic and lifeless actions? If so, you're in the right place. In this segment, we'll explore the reasons behind a narcissist's eccentric habits and why they're so difficult to change. But that's not all. If you're interested in delving deeper into this topic, we're also offering one-on-one consultations starting at just $1 a week. Our consultations provide personalized insights and strategies for dealing with narcissistic behavior. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Check out the link in the description below to learn more and sign up today. So, let's get started on uncovering the mysteries of narcissistic behavior and the reasons behind it. Trust me, you won't want to miss the personal anecdotes I'll be sharing from my own life. Make sure to subscribe and set your alerts to catch every update. Let's begin with an intriguing exploration. By sharing insights about the daily routine of a narcissist in the comments section below, we can offer support and comfort to other survivors who may feel isolated. Narcissistic individuals develop specific routines through experience and analysis, which dictate their actions. Due to the potential loss of control and interruption in their source of supply, these creatures of habit find it extremely uncomfortable and disruptive to make changes. By adhering strictly to these patterns, they are able to impose order upon an otherwise chaotic world. When I reflect upon my own experiences, I recall how my father had peculiar interests, one of which was cultivating vegetables in our kitchen. Each morning, he would engage in the same routine with unwavering dedication. At first, I believed it was just a pastime, but now I understand how it served as a focal point for him. The culinary garden became an extension of his authority, enabling him to control when and how the produce was consumed, who received it, and what was grown. Their personality is characterized by a lack of organization, chaotic behavior, and inflexibility, as they are constantly on the move and altering their living situation. However, even within these changes, there is a predictable pattern of repetition and robotic behavior. The narcissist derives comfort from familiarity and predictability, since it affords them the greatest control and power over their circumstances. They seek out individuals with weak wills who are easily manipulated by pushing their buttons. Despite appearing calm and collected, they are in fact quite unstable and anxious. Habits and rituals allow them to detach from reality, and their actions lack heart and soul, seeming robotic and artificial. Their obsession with performing the same actions sustains them and provides them with their egotistical fix. They remain preoccupied with the same procedures repeatedly, emphasizing doing something to solve the problem. Narcissists' supply orientation makes them selfish, self-centered, and unconcerned about the world, unless it threatens their supply and control. When I was young, my father showed little interest in my life outside of school. He never sought my input, and only intervened if it affected his reputation or his control over me. The ego creates these routines to compensate for their lack of real-world competence. They program this automation to use their limited brain capacity while still achieving their goals. They may engage in routines daily, be punctual, complete tasks in a specific order, and adhere to numerous laws, principles, and rules, but they may not feel emotionally invested in the activity itself. They can appear to be very giving. My dad prayed 5 times a day, but I never took him seriously because he was so cold and cruel the rest of the time. How can you worship and act like this? How can you be so lifeless if you are seeking to commune with God, or whatever name you give to that source? They are set in their ways and will not budge, even when it comes to their beliefs or those of their close family members. Because of their addictions and compulsions, they are challenging to break. These routines are remnants of previous reactions and responses to their upbringing. Other habits involve fear-inducing and paranoia-fueling activities, like repeatedly watching news reports full of bad news and terrifying events. Once again, I recall my dad watching fake news and then engaging in fear-mongering, warning us to be on guard because something awful was about to happen. It was as if his childhood terrors and anxieties were being resurrected in front of his eyes. There is a clear growth trajectory for narcissistic traits across the lifespan. When a narcissist's established patterns are violated, they feel their worlds start to crumble and eventually collapse. The narcissist seeks external validation of their self-centered beliefs, and when these beliefs are challenged, they feel emotionally exposed, alone and helpless in an uncertain world. I recall my own father, who would shut down any opposition to his daily routine and would physically or verbally overpower me when I refused to be silenced. However, one day I stood my ground and he was left speechless and scared. The narcissist's habits and procedures serve as protective barriers to their false ego, which relies on these patterns to sustain itself. Any alteration or removal of these routines threatens their sense of self and leaves them feeling helpless and unsure of what to do. In essence, they become servants to their false ego that relies on rituals and habits for survival. These routines are crucial to the narcissist's survival, and without them, they are left vulnerable. If you enjoyed reading this installment, please leave a comment and consider subscribing for more. Let's continue to mend together.
So the conclusion in this video, why narcissists repeat the same behaviors and patterns and why it is difficult for them to change. Narcissist individuals develop specific routines that decide their action, which help them impose order in an otherwise chaotic world. They find it extremely uncomfortable and disruptive to make change, as it can lead to the loss of control and interfere in their source of supply. The narcissist derives comfort from familiarity and predictability, seeking out individuals with weak wills who are easily manipulated. Their obsession with performing the same action sustains them and provides them with their egoical fix, which compensates for their lack of real-world competence. These routines are remains of a first reaction and response to their upbringing, and they are challenging to break because of their addiction and completion. These routines serve as protective barriers to their false ego, which relies on these patterns to sustain itself. Any alteration or removal of these routines threatens their sense of self and leaves them feeling helpless and unsure of what to do. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.